Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into your reading. I hope you guys are doing well. So today I thought I would just do kind of an all-around energy check, as in seeing what your person of interest feels about you right now, getting some messages from this person, and possibly an outcome or what's next for the connection, okay? Depending on, timing and everything like that. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Please consider subscribing. Whether you're new or not, hit that like button and subscribe. It does support the channel. And for those of you who support the channel through private readings, you're rock stars, sending many blessings your way. And anybody who'd like a private reading, my information is in the description box below the video. So are the timestamps. So for group 1, we've got the amethyst bracelet. For group 2, we have the lapis lazuli. And for group 3, we have the rhodonite. Probably not saying that correctly. So pause the video if you need more time. Go with the one you're drawn with. Remember, it's a general reading, so take it how it resonates. Disregard any messages that don't vibe with you. It's not that deep. Just take the messages that do vibe with you and run with it, okay? So pause the video if you need more time, and I'm going to get started with the amethyst group 1. Alright, group 1, welcome to your reading. Fix this camera real quick. I hope you guys are doing well. So amethyst, there we go. Now I wanted to pull a song for you guys right out of the gate. My regulars might know that I use that with my handmade songs deck, and I also use a randomizer to pull the song because there are too many and this is too big. So go ahead and focus on your person of interest, assuming that you have one. If you're here for just whoever or wanting to see who's coming into your life, that's cool too, but focus on your love life, however you want to do that. Any questions you might have, whatever you might want to know, and what is the song for group 1? Number 19, somebody could have 19 in their numbers, reduced to 1, 1 and 9. 1 and 9 are kind of opposites. Maybe this is an opposites attract type situation. One is a young soul number, the other one is an old soul number. Okay, all right. And is this it? No, this is not it. But that song came out earlier before I started the camera. Bon Jovi's Living on a Prayer. So maybe somebody's living on a prayer. You're praying for someone. They're praying for you. A lot of people are looking for love, I can tell you that. Number 19, Harry Styles, Tastes Like, okay, I think that's Watermelon Sugar, okay. Kind of a sexy song there, I believe. And somebody could just like watermelon, right? Take a screenshot if you want to, look at the song. It could have messages for you, but to briefly kind of go over it, says tastes like strawberries on a summer evening. Summer could have resonance. And it sounds just like a song. I want more berries and that summer feeling. It's so wonderful and warm. Breathe in, breathe out. I don't know if I could ever go without. I'm just thinking out loud. I don't know if I could ever go without Watermelon Sugar High. So this is a very fresh kind of song, and it's very sweet, but it's also very sexy. He's talking about something in particular. If you know, you know. And he just wants to taste it, okay, on a summer evening. He has that summer feeling, okay? He doesn't know if he can go without. So very sexy sort of sentiments coming through for you, group 1. Somebody is very dreamily and poetically thinking about you, and particularly the sweetness and the sensuality that you have brought or could bring into the life. And so that's good. I'm very succinct on my channel. I try to keep it short and sweet to the point when I can. Sometimes you just can't. So if I'm not like waxing rhapsodic about how being very poetic and la-di-da about the messages, and very much to the point, instead of just being like, oh yes, he wants this and that, or she wants this, oh, that's just not me. Okay. I realized that. I'm like, I was looking at my oracle cards, and they're very practical, and I like them, right? And so do my customers. I've had several people buy those oracle cards, but when I say oracle cards, I mean my messages from your person cards, my notes from your beloved. They're pretty well rounded. They're not very flowery and gushy. They do have some romantic and sentimental messages for sure, but compared to some of the cards that I've seen out there, like enter my Venus castle or some stuff, I don't know. I'm like, that's... I just recognize the difference between me and other people sometimes. That's all. That's all. And I find it humorous and entertaining. We're going to use the emotion barometer cards. So how does this person feel? Like, what is the main feeling Group 1's person feels towards Group 1 right now? Main feeling that this person feels towards Group 1. Melancholy. And that is kind of like the vibe. We've got envious at the bottom of the deck. So if you're with someone else or they think you are, they're kind of envious of that person. With the melancholy card, it's not rage or bitterness. It's a noble kind of sadness that arises when we're open to the fact that inherently life is difficult for everyone. So it's also about empathy and seeing like the beauty in life, even when it's not giving us what we want, or even when it's making us a bit sad. And it is about sentimentality. I said that word a moment ago. And just kind of like the illusion of separation causes loneliness in everybody, and in this person, that's how they're feeling toward you. So you can be in separation from this person, or they feel like they're not getting something from you. Maybe you're the one that is feeling sad and you know what this is pertaining to, but this is what's coming out. Energies can be vice versa or interchangeable in a general reading. If you would like, you know, a more in-depth look into your specific situation, I always say you can get a private reading. What else about this? This person could be surrounded by people. Somebody here could be surrounded by people. Apply how it resonates. In a close-knit kind of situation and still feel alone, or like they can't rise to the challenges and the demands of society. And this is also about conflicting desires. Like the card gives an example of somebody wanting to travel the world, but at the same time wanting to put down deep roots. So it's like having an appetite for life, but also wanting to be, like it says, sober and fit, while at the same time wanting to explore food and indulge yourself. And so it's kind of like, again, melancholic is its own adjective, right? But it's something like sadness. And it's kind of like recognizing, you know, that we all kind of feel that way sometimes. And so it's kind of resonating with you, maybe projecting on you a little bit. Unless you do feel this way, then they're just tuning into your energy. And it's just about accepting, you know, one's shortcomings, or just kind of like the human condition, okay? And being able to share that in friendship, or being able to share, you know, how one is feeling is a way of connecting and bonding, okay? So maybe they want to share with you, or that's kind of like the nature of the bond, or something along those lines. We're going to get into what this person feels about you using my Art Deco Tarot. If I didn't say so, I'm going to do some messages as well. I do have some intention candles in my Etsy shop. Check it out, link down below. Those are customizable, so if there is a specific message that you want on your intention candle to use during your manifestations, or just because it's a nice saying and you just want it, you know, that can be done as well. So I'm going to look into the situation, please, for Group 1. Got the Two of Swords. Somebody is not receptive. Could be you. You could have blocked this person, or you guys could be like walking, you know, a tightrope, stuck between a rock and a hard place, not seeing eye to eye, or you are seeing eye to eye, but it's like a tentative truce, like kind of doing a balancing act. Maybe there's a decision to be made, so people are thinking about that, what decision to make, but also not wanting to make things worse. So it's like a standoff. This one also wanted to come out. Okay, so it's particularly for the feminine, I feel, that is feeling this way on the inside. Most who watch are feminines, not all, just apply how it resonates, but that's what's coming through. Air and water here. Regardless of sign, though, I think you're probably stuck on this person. Like things aren't moving forward. Maybe maybe you have a decision to make, or you're stuck thinking about this person. Whatever the case may be, there's a lot of love here that you feel, okay? What is the situation between the two of them? We've got the World card. Wow. Wow. We got the Ace of Wands. So maybe there's a new beginning that needs to be taking place in this connection. The World card is the best card in the deck, so it does talk about a long journey. So you might have known this person for a really long time, or this is a soulmate, and when you first met them, it felt like you knew them for a really long time, or it wasn't long before you really got to know each other. It's also about distance too. The World card is about being like apart from someone. I hope you don't have this person on a pedestal. The Queen of Cups is very understanding. She tunes into her lover's like energy, and so sometimes she can put them above herself. So hopefully that's not the case. But maybe this person has you on a pedestal. If you have them on the pedestal, take them off, because you're not going to get what you want out of the situation if you don't. But yeah, it just feels like there's a lot of potential. You both feel like there is a truly deep connection here, and there is a strong bond. Like I mentioned bond earlier, now it's coming out again. And that, you know, there's been a lot of satisfaction, especially physically speaking or romantically, as this person said with that Harry Styles song. There is a lot of fulfillment to be had in the connection, and some of you actually could be in a relationship with this person, but it's just going through a lull, or there's some tension for some reason with that Two of Swords. But you already feel like, especially for those who are in a relationship, like you've hit some sort of milestone, like it's 1 year together, or you're celebrating an anniversary. That's not going to be for everybody, but it's like this connection is notable for some reason. And it does feel like, you know, you guys want to get together and maybe party, celebrate something, celebrate each other. So it's kind of interesting. It's also mainly just about, you know, a cycle being completed, and time for new experiences. So time to get unstuck, time to get out of that Two of Swords energy. So the big question is, how does this person feel about you? They feel melancholic, but what else do they feel? We've got the Page of Swords. So your person is watching you. They're trying to observe and see things. They're coming across as immature, so they could be younger than you, but don't have to be. There could be some gossip around the situation. I think that for some of you, this has been just kind of a, I want to say on again, off again, or there's just been ups and downs in the connection. Let's just leave it at that. So there is this feeling of, it's more like they're in their head more than in their feelings regarding you right now, at least at the time of this reading. They could be an air sign, don't have to, but sun, moon, or rising. And this person is intending to like engage completely with you. We can see that with the World. You've got a lot of love for this person and admiration for them. Regardless of any difficulties or tension in the connection, there is a real friendly energy underneath that's underlying between the two of you. So you guys could just be friends, but either way, the Page of Swords is talking about this person is intending to like discover like new realms with you, okay, to talk to you, to reach out. It's a card of communication. And this person doesn't have any intentions of like being shy or playing hard to get. So if they've been that way, that's not their intention going forward. They intend to let you know how they feel through communication. And this person is excited and enthusiastic. They could be looking for a fight if some of you are already in that Two of Swords energy and you know that that means tension. This person could be wanting to, you know, say a sharp word to you or two, or just be irritable with you. Got to be honest, to keep it real on my channel. But they do intend to like have a new beginning in this relationship with you, because the Page of Swords, just like the Ace of Wands, is about a new beginning, and the World is about an ending and a new beginning, so a new cycle. So that's what they're thinking about. That's how they're feeling. And they're evaluating their feelings too, especially if you are in separation. Like they're calming down, they're looking at this more diplomatically or objectively and rationally, and they're kind of like observing it with a cool head for the most part. How else does this person feel towards the viewer? Got the Moon. Ooh, yeah. So there's that irritable energy again. It has to do with whoever left the connection. Doesn't matter if it was them or you, or if there's any kind of distance, emotional or physical. That's the main thing that the Moon is talking about in terms of this person's feelings. Like they are trying to learn the difference between their unconscious biases and their intuition. So it's like, do I intuitively feel, for example, that group 1 is the one for me? Or is it just because I want it to be? Or if whatever, for example, whatever like conflicts that I've had with group 1 or just in life in general, was that because of, you know, the way I was raised, or because I'm being like unobjective, or because, you know, I've been influenced by somebody or something else, or was it really because my intuition was speaking to me? So this person's really objectively looking at things, and I can understand why their emotions would confuse them, because they come across in the Page of Swords energy. So that's not the most emotional energy. It is more analytical energy, and it's a young energy, meaning it's got a lot of development to do. So this person at the very least is just lacking subconscious clarity towards this. There could be some baggage that's holding them back, and it could be related to you, or it feels like it's older than this connection, but maybe you know what it's about. I mean, it does affect their ability to give and receive love. So this person needs to let go of their past. Good thing is we've got the World showing like a leveling up and leaving the past behind after a long journey, and that's a good thing. But they have to confront these issues, and that's the only way that things will change. It's the only way they're going to be a good partner. They need to go through this and leave it behind. You know, it's complicated. They don't have clarity. Maybe it's just a lack of clarity in the connection. Maybe you're at a distance and they don't know what you're thinking and doing. I don't think maybe this person truly knows who they are yet. They have a good idea, but they're not fully developed in some way. So if they've been showing indecisiveness, and again, this could be how you're feeling, because sometimes it's like, oh, that's me. Okay, cool. That's what they think too. That's how they feel too. They feel like that's you too. If that's the case, some of you are also mirroring this person and kind of being indecisive. Maybe somebody, like you're in a holding pattern because there's a lack of clarity, and clarity is needed to make a good decision. So yeah, there's just a need to start the relationship off on, you know, a solid ground, or this new cycle within the relationship needing to be started on a solid ground, okay? So if the reading is resonating, please hit that like button and subscribe. It does keep the channel going and keep me coming back to do more readings for you guys. Just getting a lot of mixed feelings from this person, but we'll see what they have to say for my messages deck. Oh, this is getting, these cards are all fumbled. See, this person's kind of messy. Maybe the relationship is messy as well, or it would be if it was together. In that case, it's a blessing. If it's in separation, this is one of these it's complicated type scenarios, especially if this is an ex or someone from your past. They feel like it's complicated. Even though they have positive feelings for you, they also have some negative ones, especially about how it ended, if it ended. There's just a lack of clarity. I think they're learning about what they actually want out of love. What do they want versus what they were told to want, or things like that, you know? Something just fell on the floor. We've got, yeah, exactly. I need to consider the facts objectively so everyone's treated fairly. That's very air sign energy right there. So, you know, it's also, again, about decisions. Somebody could have a Libra moon, doesn't have to, but yeah, it's about decisions and people needing to look at things objectively. Another one falling out, another major arcana. I absolutely cannot resist the strong sexual attraction I feel for you. So that speaks volumes, doesn't it? And we saw that with that first card that came out. Watermelon Sugar High. You're like a watermelon sugar high for this person. You're very sweet, sensual. They feel very strongly towards you. This person could be a Capricorn as well, have it strong in their chart, but regardless, yeah, what we're seeing, I'm just seeing a lot of ups and downs, and part of that is driven by the fact that there is such a strong attraction between the two of you, or this person feels very strongly attracted to you, and it's kind of, it clouds their judgment, and I feel that this person questions whether or not this relationship is really real because of that. Like, it's hard for them to see past that attraction, or they don't want the relationship to be based on that, or they might feel like they feel more strongly about you because of the strong attraction. So they want to distinguish between, you know, real feelings, heart-centered feelings, and feelings that are coming from, you know, that basic instinct, right? The attraction. I'm going to get a card here again. Oops, this one flew out. Your dreamy imagination about the bright future we could have pierces my heart and draws me to you. Okay? So this person feels like, and that makes sense. I mean, just look at the picture that's coming out representing the viewer. The Queen of Cups is very dreamy and imaginative when it comes to love. She can be quite naive, but wise at the same time. But yet, this person isn't viewing that as you being dreamy or having like an imagination, a dreamy imagination. That's how they feel. They feel like you might be a little, you know, prone to fantasy, okay? Or what's the word? Fanciful, I guess you could say. But that draws them, you know, to you. I really love your grounded, wholesome energy. You're so real. So, person's feeling like you are so real. Okay. You could be an earth sign, don't need to be. It's kind of interesting though, because this person feels like you have a dreamy, fanciful imagination, or at least you do regarding the situation. But on the other hand, they recognize that, you know, you are grounded and down to earth at the same time. And that you have a lot to offer in a practical 3D sense as well. One more card from Group 1's person, please. How does this person feel about Group 1? I'm no longer seeking closure with you. I consider the matter done, okay? So, okay, that does make sense. It is the world energy. So this is saying, like, especially if, you know, things ended badly, or if you feel like this person might still be holding a grudge against you or anything like that. Yeah, there's some of you, they're still irritable. Others of you, they're saying that they don't need that closure anymore. Like, they consider the matter done. Like, they're not holding a grudge against you. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have temperance energy. If I'm being standoffish, it's because you can't always have it your own way. I count too. So this person is feeling like, for those of you that resonates with, where there's distance, then it's because this person feels like, you know, they're not getting their needs met, or that they're not being seen or heard, or like you're not holding space for something that they need or want in the relationship, or that in some way, shape, or form that they're needing to like project their voice so that they can be heard here. Now, I'm just telling you what's coming through, so it is what it is. Take it how it resonates, forget, you know, what doesn't, but that's what's coming through. That's what they're saying, okay? So that's what's coming out. So let's get some other cards real quick. Again, this is that karmic energy, so you could consider this person your karmic. Everybody has karma with everybody pretty much that they meet. Anybody that comes in your life, you know, as a result of matching your vibration that you had at some point. So it's really about rewiring your vibration here, rewiring your mind so that you can have a different vibration to attract different. This is what is coming in here. Just feels complicated, and like there have been extremes, and that if there is distance, or right now, like if there is a truce that's being held or had, and or some sort of blockage to the connection, or things are just kind of like at a standstill, or if anybody's withdrawn here, it's to help things, like bring things to kind of homeostasis and equilibrium, so that it doesn't get worse, like I said at the start. What else would this person say, or how do they feel about the viewer? We've got most impressive patch. So if some of you wax downstairs, this person thinks you have a most impressive patch, okay? It could be talking about your head hair as well, but the card says, whoa, I'm envious of your well-kept nature patch. Gratitude, my chopping skills have won an award. Okay, they're talking about the lawn in their little cute alien language. So that could have some sort of resonance, the outdoors, the lawn, but also the word envious stands out to me because we did get that earlier. Remember at the bottom of the deck, or underneath your emotional barometer card, we got envious. So let's take a look at that card since we're seeing that word again. Why is this person envious? I think that's another thing, that if this person is being standoffish or not, like, especially for those who resonate with the word standoffish, if your person's being standoffish, part of what they're trying to hide from you is their envy. And it could be envying you as a person, or that some of them think that you have moved on and they're just happy without them, for those in separation. Others of you, there's a little bit of envy regarding the fact that you're an abundant person, that you've got your stuff together, that you're confident, you're self-contained, you're an individual, independent, your own person, like you have a mind of your own. And also it's that melancholy thing. I don't understand what this is. It's giving me like Tim Burton sort of vibes for some reason. Like, I can't describe it, so I'm not going to try. But they think it's beautiful in some regard. Like you have some sort of a beautiful energy about you. Well, you are the Queen of Cups, regardless of your sign. That's how you're coming across. And she can tend to be like, regardless of whether like she's the bubbly blonde or she's like the goth chick, there is this energy of her of underlying sadness sometimes, because she is so deeply feeling, and because the world is such a challenging place, that even if on the surface she seems to have her stuff together, and she does have her stuff together, underneath you can still sense this sort of, so that she's haunted by something. So that goes with that moon energy of them feeling like perhaps you're haunted by your past, but I think they are as well. Let's get another card. So they admire you in that case. I feel like it's more of an admiration type thing, because on this card it's not saying it in a bad way. It's saying, you know, they're just outright saying, and they will be saying outright, you know, speaking their truth with that Page of Swords. Whatever they want to say, they'll say, and here they're saying, you know, that they're basically giving you props. Like some of you are accomplished, and this person recognizes your accomplishment for whatever that is. They recognize your accomplishments, and they want to give you props for that. They want to give you respect for that. And you would be grateful for whatever that is relating to. Some of you could have won an award in some area. This being went on a responsibility escape, and I'm so envious. Again with the envy thing. So if you've gone on trips, posted on social media, or gone on dates, or had like outings that this person could possibly have seen, then they are feeling like envious of that. Or maybe this person is an envious person, and they've expressed kind of how they want to do more things. And or they will express that. Then we've got everyone show your mouth stones. These images will document our enjoyment. Okay, so it could be a family outing that somebody has had, or this person is wanting to have that. And this person has some sort of like an image in their head about what it means to be in a relationship. That's what they need to figure out with that moon energy, you know, of their desires regarding love and relationships. How many of those come from them, and how many of those were imposed upon them by like a father figure or by society? Like, for example, this person in their youth saw like the happy family that went on vacations together, or they even did that in their childhood, and now they want to reproduce that in the present day. And so for that, it takes like money, financial stability, you know, a certain level of, you know, status to do the things the way that this person wants to do them. Even if it's as simple as going like camping or something like that, this person has like an ideal kind of idea about how the relationship or family should go, and that's something that they need to figure out. There's a lot of like envy with this person wanting maybe to prove something to someone, or just have a tendency. Some people are just envious towards others. I have opinions about that, having been on the receiving end of such envy. It's not a position that I covet, and I just prefer not to deal with that nonsense. But I mean, nobody's perfect, so this person has insecurities. That's where envy and jealousy stems from, and whether that's directed at you or at an idea, this is what's coming through. And at the bottom of the deck, but it would affect you since it's coming through. At the bottom of the deck we have request to initiate a mouth push confirmed. Okay, I I will avoid bumping your mouth stones. So request to initiate a mouth push. Confirmed. Okay, I will avoid bumping your mouth stones. So in other words, kissing, asking you for a kiss. That could be very well what they do. And they're wanting to kiss you, basically. But we saw this person's attraction from the very beginning of the reading. So that's no surprise. The fact that, I mean, even if they didn't technically ask you to ask you if they could kiss you, the fact that, you know, that just goes to show a little bit of insecurity, you know, related to this connection, that they're unsure about something, that there's a lack of clarity. Like they would feel like, should I ask? It's just an example, you know, representing an insecurity and a lack of clarity that they have, but they do have romantic feelings towards you, and they do feel like that's worth exploring. And the Page of Swords is an exploratory energy. It's somebody eager to learn. So that's good that this person wants to learn, you know, about this connection, about you, and about whatever it is that is unclear to them here. How else does this person feel about the viewer? Yeah, attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So if you guys are very independent, they prefer that. That's what they find attractive. Like I mentioned before, they could envy that, and or they could admire that. And I feel like for a lot of you, it's more that they admire that. You've got codependency on the bottom of the deck. Addictions are affecting your love life. That can play a role here. But I think that's the opposite of what that person finds attractive. They don't want somebody that's codependent on them. They are attracted to somebody who is doing their own thing in their own world, pursuing what their passions and interests are, and that's what they really find attractive. So the more you're doing that, the more attractive this person is going to be to you, the more beautiful they're going to find you. And some of you, you're so attracted to this person for that reason as well. It's kind of the I want what I can't have thing, but not that much, but it can be sometimes in some ways for some of you. Because somebody is distracted, but they're not trying to be distracted. They're just doing, she's smelling that flower because she wants to smell the flower. It's a beautiful flower. And that's what you have to be, you know. If you build it, they will come. You know, plant your seeds, grow your flower, grow your flowers, make your garden beautiful, and this person will be attracted to it. And if that's the case that you've already done that, you know, then know that this person is attracted to that. How else does this person feel? Spiritual soul path. A personal evolution within your relationship. They feel like the relationship is moving forward. They feel like there is a spiritual component to the relationship. Okay? And with the World card, I tend to believe them. Like you're ending a cycle and you're beginning a new one. This is like a pivotal turning point in the relationship connection. It is being spiritually guided. And they feel like that too. Like things are moving forward. That's how they feel. Whether you agree or not, they feel like things are moving forward. We've got I fantasize about you. I miss you regardless of how things look on the outside. Okay, so they fantasize about you when you're apart. They do miss you. And I'll get one more deck here. This is my handmade deck that I know a lot of people like. People like my handmade decks. And I don't use them quite as much as I should or as much as I used to. But I do have a messages from your person playlist linked down below for anybody that just wants to like binge watch some messages from your person readings from when I did them more often. They're timeless readings. So check those out if you feel guided to. But I am going to use this old deck that I've had for a while and find out a little bit more about how this person feels about you or what they want to say. Hey. Like, hey, cards, behave yourself. Ready, set, go. How else does this person want to say, group one? What if I'm not good enough for you? See, there's that insecurity coming out. I see myself in you, both the good and the bad. Yeah, it can be challenging when somebody is mirroring you, or this person could be projecting on you and the things that they're seeing in you aren't exactly true because there's a lack of clarity with that moon. They're trying to figure out what is true and what is not. What feeling can I trust? What feeling can I not trust? What is coming from me? What is coming from my influences? And we've got, let's just agree to disagree and move on. So again, second time, I miss you even if it doesn't seem like it. So this person feels like they want to move on. And even if they wanted to move on from the relationship, which only is going to apply to like 1% of you, because for the majority of you, this person, I've already said this person's really interested in learning more. And they feel like this is moving forward, or that it will. There is that small percentage that is just like, you know what? I'm going to cash in my chips. Let's just, I don't want to argue and fight. Let's just agree to disagree and move on. That's going to be particularly true, I feel, if you guys tend to argue, or if this person really does feel like, the relationship has exhausted itself, okay? Again, that's not the message for the majority of you. So, I think that's it, you guys. I don't have anything else for you today. Please hit that like button and subscribe. As always, I appreciate you guys supporting the channel in that way. It's very kind of you, very awesome of you. Let me get you an outcome card. That's what I wanted to do. Let's get you one outcome card, just to kind of give you a little direction, where things are going, what you should know, what you should do, if anything. The outcome card for our viewers, please. The one that just flew on the floor. We've got the Fool. It's all about new beginnings for you guys. At the bottom of the deck, we have your King of Cups, your natural match. You're coming across as the Queen of Cups. So we've got your emotionally mature King of Cups here. So it could be telling us that this King of Cups is going to make a quantum leap, and that's about what they would need to make from the Page of Swords into the King of Cups. And the truth is, maybe that's what lies beneath in that moon energy, is that this person actually is a catch. They would need to make a pretty drastic change in their direction in order to move this forward, but they have already made steps to where they are becoming a more abundant and a more solid partner. Someone that could make a commitment, someone that could win in love, okay? So just know that, surprise, surprise, though, with the Fool, that nothing is settled here. You need to keep a positive attitude and pay attention. This person's paying attention to the situation. They're very acute in their observation skills with that Page of Swords. They're trying to learn here. You're meant to do the same thing, but without being, like, overly anxious about it. You might, because you are a very romantic person with the lovely Queen of Cups. I think that maybe you are trying to be more balanced with regard to your romanticism, with regard to your feelings, and that's a good thing, because you don't want to let like your deeply romantic heart blind you to like red flags, especially if those red flags are being thrust in your face. Like, pay attention to what you're seeing here, okay? Don't fall in love with somebody's potential, fall in love with the version of them that you deserve and manifest that, or see them for who they are then and make another choice, okay? So this is a pretty positive spread overall. The thing that you need to do, though, is kind of detach and not worry about this, and let them, like I said, I think I said it already before, and this is validating that, to let them come forward and do a bit of the heavy lifting for a bit, because this relationship is like a dance. It shouldn't be a forced march. Like, you can't force it. It needs to be like a dance, and this person can't just be over here standing there and you're doing all the work. This person needs to come forward. So this is what we've got for you, Group 1. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Stick around for Group 2 if you feel guided to. Otherwise, I'll talk to you guys next time. All right, welcome group 2. So for those who chose the lapis lazuli, this is the reading for you. We're going to look at your situation overall, including how this person feels, and get messages from them, a song from them. I'm going to start you guys off with this deck here, the Island Time Wellness, and I didn't do it for group 1, but I felt guided to do it for group 2 for some reason. So go ahead and think about your person of interest if you have one, or your love life in general. What does group 2 need to know, please? For my viewers, what do they need to know? Well, they don't need to know all that. A whole bunch just try to jump out, but I don't think that's necessary. What about this one? It says, not today, not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation or call, boundaries, still angry. Are some of you still angry? Apply it how it resonates. It could be your person. But I feel like if you're anything like group 1, you might have some blocks up, some guards regarding like your heart, trying to protect yourself emotionally. Maybe you don't want to hear from this person, but you do. Maybe you're avoiding like an angry confrontation, or they are. One more from this deck. One more from this deck. But acts, breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. Wow, okay. Interesting. At the bottom of the deck, we've got glam it up. Some of you need to do that, or you are doing that. Like you had a breakup, now you're going out on the town. You're looking hot. You're having a good time. You're bringing your A game. You're just making the effort. You're feeling a little bit edgy. I did mention something about goth girl energy coming through in the previous group, so watch that too if you're guided to as well. But this is feeling like, you know, a breakup. There's been some sort of a conflict. There's some sort of separation within the connection. Somebody is wanting to go out and have a good time, just be like, you know, I will survive, Gloria Gaynor song, right? You know, maybe trying to prove a point, chip on the shoulder a little bit, like I'm going out again, I'm like not waiting for you, I'm not dealing with you. So this is kind of a dramatic reading so far, group 2. I hope things aren't as bad as all that, but I'll let you decide. I'm gonna get a song for you from this person, see what they have to say. We'll get a card from the emotional barometer deck as well. Whenever I use these two methods, this reading goes longer than I want it to, but that's okay, because I love you guys and you support the channel by hitting that like button and subscribing, and ordering private readings and donating to the channel. All of that stuff is appreciated. Okay, it keeps the channel going. So what is the song that is going to help group 2 to understand their situation the best? I'm using my randomizer here. Go ahead and think about your person, guys. Number 9. Somebody could be a 9 life path, be reaching the end of a cycle. Somebody's done being Mr. or Mrs. Nice Guy. John Legend. Somebody could be a Capricorn. Somebody could be dealing with a Sagittarius. Don't have to be. So you can snapshot this reading, look the song up. There will be additional messages for you. I'll read some. It says, ain't this what you came for? Don't you wish you came more? That's how I say it. I came more. Girl, what are you playing for? Come on and let me kiss that. Ooh, I know you missed that. So definitely some separation here, but this person is still longing for you. This person's wanting to fix things with you. They're wanting to twist things around more than just your body, I feel, although that's part of it. They're wanting to, maybe they saw you out, they think you look hot, but either way, they want to fix things with you is the bottom line. Okay, and they're even saying like they don't want to brag, but they're going to be the best you ever had. So it's like no matter if you don't want them anymore, they're still the best that you could ever have. Like they're kind of bragging a bit, humble brag, wanting to touch you, wanting to be with you, don't care about, you know, what's happened before, still feeling attracted to you. Nobody come close to me and you better, nobody come close to me and you together. Okay, so that nobody else matches you. Like you are the one for them in terms of nobody compares to you, I guess you could say. I'm hearing that song from Sinead O'Connor, Nothing Compares to You. So that verse, it's been 7 hours and 15 days since you took your love away. So definitely this is a separation group. So choose another group if it's not, but that's what's coming through. Definitely a very hot and bothered group as well. A lot of physical chemistry here coming through, and this person wanting to prove something to you, like they're the best that you ever had, or they will be the best that you ever had. They feel like nobody can compare to you though. Bottom line, nobody can compare to you. They feel like nobody can compare to them. How does the group choose person feel about them right now? How else does group choose person really feel? We've got dreamy. Okay. So this person is feeling dreamy. How do they feel? They feel dreamy. Spend a lot of time daydreaming about you. Could have actually like dreamt about you in the nighttime. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. I actually did have a dream about, I have these dreams sometimes, and one of my mentors told me that it's psychic intuition because I dream about people that I don't know and whole situations and stories that I'm not involved in and that I don't know. And in this particular dream, there was a room full of people, there was a man laying on a couch, and then there was a woman that came up behind the couch, and they were all watching like a musical. Okay, no musical I've ever seen. And it was a song of it's a song from like the 80s. Shooting at the walls of heartache, bang bang, I am the warrior. So we're talking about warrior energy that kept saying I am the warrior over and over again. So that's talking about, for me, like Chiron energy. There could be some sort of synastry or impact between the two of your Chirons in your astrological charts, or you could have Aries, because that's a warrior energy in your chart strongly, or some other kind of warrior kind of energy, or this relationship is just a battle, or like the song says, it's about heartache. So, but in the dream, the girl she finally like places her hands on the man's legs, and then the man says to her, hugs. He just says hugs, and then she comes up and she hugs him. And then, so I feel like you guys are connecting in your dreams basically, and this person and you still love and care for each other, but there's been some heartache in the situation. So I think that you know, some of you could feel a little bit silly at times, or this person could, for continuing to dream about this connection or things like that. But especially because it's maybe interfering with like your working life, your daytime life, things you should be doing. If not you, then your person. But this is an exercise, like the card says, an exercise in discovering the content of our own minds. It's easy to imagine that we know what we think and feel and what's going on in our heads, but we rarely do in its entirety. A huge amount of what makes us who we are circulates unexplored and unused. That's what dreaming is for, to help you process, you know, like to process your waking reality and to make sense of that and to dissect and unpack that. In fact, some say that we're only alive in the waking reality to get content, to get material for our dream state. So that's kind of interesting. But regardless of that, it says the potential is untapped in our dreams, and it's shy and doesn't emerge under the pressure of direct questioning. So it has to come out subtly like this. This person could be shy and they don't respond to direct questioning. Maybe you don't, but it says if you do it right, daydreaming offers a way for us to listen out. Well, that's a way of putting it. For us to listen out for the quieter suggestions and perspectives of our deeper selves. So basically, you know, when you find yourself daydreaming, it's good. It's information. It lets you know what's in your heart or what's in your psyche, like underneath the surface, and helps you to make sense of that and kind of like reflect on that and get answers. Okay, so it's an opportunity, and it's an opportunity. So whoever's doing this, if it's both of you, regardless, it's just about like you're popping into their head, they're popping in your head, and it's happening, and it's bringing information. And it doesn't matter like how busy you are doing something else, it's still your mind trying to tell you something. Yeah, it's helping this person to understand themselves and the connection on a deeper level. Okay, so let's see what's going on in your connection using the tarot cards. This is not something that can be avoided. If somebody's trying to block the connection or give the other one silent treatment or leave the connection behind, it's not really working. Or don't think that this person has gotten off scot-free, or they never think about you anymore, because they obviously do, and they obviously still feel a strong connection to you and attraction with you, and that you're the best that they've ever had. And that's pretty clear with the cards so far that we've gotten. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Again, so you might definitely watch group one, because this feels like a continuation or has enough similarities with group one to make group one worth watching as well. So we've got Queen of Cups energy again, strong water sign energy, and we've got the King of Wands. Okay, so you could be a fire sign with strong water in your chart. You could be a water sign with strong fire in your chart. You seem to be like equally matched with regard to your masculine and feminine energy. Those both seem to be in balance. They're here. Okay. You could be dealing with, you know, a King of Wands, fire sign energy, but this is coming out like if you are dealing with this person, they're heavy on your mind, heavy on your heart, and stuff. And I feel like the same is true, you know, the other way around. The masculine has you heavy on their heart as well. What's the situation between the two of these? These two people. Got the High Priestess. Yeah, you can't make this stuff up. High Priestess is all about this like subconscious mind, daydreaming, spiritual connection, otherworldly connection. So that's basically the situation. People are maybe not doing anything because the High Priestess, you know, she sits on her throne. She doesn't really, she's like the doorway. She guards the doorway to the subconscious mind, to the hidden realms. So maybe you guys are watching tarot readings about one another, or looking to your dreams or signs about one another, or getting dreams or signs about one another, but there's not a lot of action going on here. It feels like maybe there's some secrets, some unknowns to the situation. You guys are in a reflective state, and if so, like that period is needed. There is a need for going inward, trusting your gut feelings, you know, to gain more insight and clarity into the situation, as some of the other cards have already indicated, and it's being said again that that's important here, to reflect and really get to the source of like your feelings, and you know, be patient with the unfolding of your feelings and your understanding of what this is. And that's what's going to ensure like a solid foundation. When people know what they feel on a deeper level, when they kind of reflect on themselves and understand better who they are, they're going to have a more solid foundation for a relationship in that case. And that's kind of like the energy that you're both in. So You know, just look to the past lessons that you've already learned in the situation and grow from that, okay? Now, how does this person feel about the viewer? Seven of Cups. Again, with the daydreamy, I'm dreaming about you, I'm fantasizing about you energy. They are watching you from afar. They're waiting for something to happen. Like, one thing that they know for sure is that they have a lot of feelings for you. Some of these feelings are good, some of them not so good. It's kind of a mixed energy. But nonetheless, they are maybe even surprised by their feelings for you. They hold you close to their heart, and they do feel like you guys both feel the same way about each other. They don't feel like they're alone in their feelings here. They are a bit undecided with regard to this connection. This person could actually have a lot of options in terms of other people who are interested in them, but those are like not solid relationships or not healthy relationships. Again, whatever their options are, they don't compare to you. Like, that has been said, and that continues to be true. This person could be in a bit of analysis paralysis over this, especially if this is a newer connection and you don't know each other that well. Then this will be more true, that this person might have a lot of choices to make and or options and don't know like how to go about it, what choice to make. But what they need to realize is that they can make a decision and commit to it even if it's not perfect, right? Because there is no perfect decision. You know, every decision has its consequences and its benefits, its pros and its cons, and this person is like needing to figure that out. Like, what, you know, what decision can they live with? What is going to be the best decision under those circumstances? So I think this person likes to be caught in a daydream. It's fun to think about this relationship. It's fun to imagine how it will go or is going or fantasize about it, things like that. And this person, I think that's a way maybe they like to keep themselves single, but that doesn't mean that they don't dream about, like, if this is a single person you're dealing with and you guys aren't in a commitment, then this is a way, this daydreamy energy is a way that they keep people at arm's length in a sense, because, you know, then they can just have this fantasy and then nothing will like threaten them as a person. They won't have to risk that vulnerability. I'm getting that kind of scene from the movie Bed of Roses when the best friend says, you know, who needs to know, you know, who sent the roses, because, you know, the fantasy is always going to be better than reality. And so that's kind of an energy, okay? Living in their daydreams is safer and more enjoyable for this person right now. So let's see how else this person feels about you. See how else they feel about you. I'm trying to remember already, I've already forgotten. Okay, dreamy, that's so funny. Seven of Cups is all about dreams. Okay, anyway, we've got the King of Pentacles. Nice. So you could be dealing with an earth sign. This person is changing, though, into a more solid character. We saw that with the Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck, which is about stability. And this person does have a stable side to their nature, or I feel like they are undergoing a transformation or a change more into that energy. And I think the truth about this person is, and maybe what you might not know for some of you, is that this person is quite a solid individual. If you know for sure that this person isn't that, they could be seeing you that way. Again, reading for a lot of different people, it's a general reading, but I am getting that this person, I mean, we can't deny the fact that they're coming across as the King of Pentacles. So this person's intentions are to provide for you. Like, whoever they make a choice to be with is the one that they're going to really show up for and really be solid for. Be a pillar of the community, a pillar for that person, like the rock for that person's life. Like, they really want to show up and show out in a very, like, kind of like a humble and down-to-earth, grounded sort of way. So this is somebody that you can rely upon. It's like the Knight of Pentacles on steroid. And the Knight of Pentacles is like a mensch. He's a good guy. He's the type that will give you the shirt off his back. He will show up for you, do for others. He's like that really good friend that you can always turn to. You can always count on when you can't count on anybody else. And this is the King of Pentacles. That's a higher version of even that energy. So maybe this person is trying to decide if that's who they want to be, and they're reflecting, soul searching, like, is that who I want to be? But I feel like this person actually is already that in a lot of respects. Maybe they're not ready to behave that way in love or in this connection. Maybe they already are behaving that way and you already see that, and that's why you're crazy about them. But also some of you could have options as well. You know, we've got two kings on the table too. And maybe there's this one that's this fiery, you know, King of Wands energy, who can tend to be temperamental, a little irritable, but at the same time is a lot of fun, a lot of passion, a lot of excitement. Or you've got this person here that is more solid, or maybe these are the same person, the person that you're dealing with, and you've seen one side of them, but you don't know, and they're not really showing that they're also this King of Pentacles, or that's who they're really trying to become. Okay, and that's kind of different, you know, it is different from the King of Wands. They both have their good qualities and their not so good qualities. The King of Pentacles, though, in terms of like how this person feels towards you, is that, you know, they feel like with you they can have a happy relationship. If you're not in a relationship right now, some of you are married to this person, or you're married in general, but either way, they feel like, if you're in a relationship, in other words, that they feel happy, you know, in the relationship with you. Either way, they're the type that would want to provide for you and want to give the best to their partner, and give everything that they have to offer, especially materially speaking, but not only materially. This is the type of person who would want to show their love through their actions, like their love language would be acts of service, gift giving, that kind of thing. They wouldn't just want to say, you know, the right things. They would want to show you through their actions, and they would want to spoil you. Okay, so this is somebody that's probably more slow moving. And again, because I said they like to live in their daydreams, they prefer that right now, or yeah, but you know, even if they're slow, you know, their word is gold and their commitment is gold. And so once you get that, then this person is really, really solid. And so even if this is somebody from your past, like they still feel protective of you, they still miss you. There's a part of them that still feels like committed to you, and we saw that for a lot of you watching, that this connection is in separation, but this person feels still like, I mean, they've been brokenhearted. Maybe you're not, because we got the axe here, remember, and it was talking about separation and breakup. But this person, you know, might not be showing you, but they are broken up about that separation, that breakup, and they are thinking about ways to like get back together with you. And it's a good sign if you do want to get back together with this person. They still feel committed to you. They still feel like they miss you. Okay, now anything else with that? Let's get some messages from this person before I get an outcome card. And if the reading is resonating, please hit that like button and subscribe. It does support the channel. Keep it going. As I told group 1, I do have intention candles for sale in my Etsy shop. The link's down below. So any of these messages that I pull on camera for you can be printed on a candle, and you can do that and use that as an intention candle to manifest the desired version of this person into your life. So just keep that in mind. But what would this person say to group 2, and how do they feel about group 2? These two turn out. Don't worry about me. I can bear my own burdens, plus yours too. So this person coming through, just like this person takes on a lot. They're basically saying that they can take on a lot. Maybe if you feel like you're a lot, or your situation's a lot, this person is not turned off by that. They feel like they're very strong and they can handle just about anything. And I do have that already in my shop as well. We've got Queen of Swords energy. You have a very sweet side, but you won't suffer fools. You cut them out and keep it moving. We see that you have a sweet side with that Queen of Swords, but for those that resonate that you are both Queen of Swords and King of Wands energy, balanced in those masculine and feminine energies, that's where this, you know, person acknowledges that you have both of those sides, the sweet side and the I will cut you out and keep it moving side. So I feel like some of you have cut this person out, and you're just like, I'm getting strong Aries energy, like, you know, you really glowed up afterwards, you know, that kind of a thing. Not for all of you, but definitely for some. We've got another card coming out. Yeah, we got, yes, definitely. I think we've all known people like that. I certainly have, where it's like they break up with somebody and the next thing you know, they're hot to trot and they're like just out on the meat market again. It's a coping mechanism, it's compensation, but it still happens. And you know, whatever, do your thing. But yeah, so what else would this person say? How else does this person feel towards the viewer? We've got some Page of Pentacles energy. You're unlike anyone I've been with before. And didn't we see that before? This person was talking about that basically you're the best they ever had, and they feel like, yeah, okay, so you're unlike anyone I've been with before. I just want to learn everything about you. You're incredibly intriguing. Yeah, we already saw that before. Like, nobody come close to me and you together. So yeah, this person feels like, you know, you're a great match, and you're just unlike anybody that they've ever met before, and that you're intriguing and they're intrigued by you. And that makes sense, you know, based on everything we've seen in the reading so far. So let's get another one here. You came through my life like a storm, disrupting everything. Okay, you could be a Scorpio. Some of you, this person imagines that you have many options, and I'm not sure I can outperform them to win your favor. So this person feels a little intimidated, or just like they don't want to have to compete for you. Either way, they like, that's a Seven of Cups energy. So some of that Seven of Cups energy has to do with how this person perceives you, and they think that you're so attractive. Why wouldn't you have a lot of options? Or why wouldn't there be a lot of people interested in you, or have, like, maybe there is a line for you out the door. Either way, even if you've only got one other option, and I already said that some of you are in a third party and it's on your end, not for all obviously, but for some. And for those, I'm speaking to you when I say that this person's just not sure that, you know, that they can win you from that person, or you know, they feel like it's a lot of work, or it would be. Either way, they feel like, you know, they imagine like you would have a lot of options, and I think maybe for some this is what they're trying to figure out. But bottom line with this is, like, you really disrupted this person's life with that number 13 with the death energy, or yeah, so feeling like you really disrupted their life and stuff. How so? I think you bring a lot of energy to this person. You've made them very happy, like they feel emotionally fulfilled, or have felt that way with you in the past. And so let's get another message from this person. You're just intriguing. That's the main thing that I'm getting with this person. You're very intriguing to this person. Okay. How else does this person feel about group 2? Well, that flew. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. They feel like getting to know you better. Okay? But at the bottom of the deck, pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So maybe this person feels like there are some red flags with you, or even that they have some red flags, and they just, in a way, think that maybe you're too good to be true. And I think that they look at you like you're a star or something, like they have you up on a pedestal, or maybe you really are just this really attractive, popular, or the kind of person that other people really look to, or that other people really like or gravitate to, and they want to see, like, is that real? Like, they want to look into that more, and it's just basically get to know you better. And it doesn't matter how long you've known this person, they still feel like there's more that you have to learn, and that bond will deepen as you spend more time together, share more quality time, interact more. That this person feels like that would be best. So if they ever stop dreaming about you, if they ever get off the couch and actually take action toward you, which I feel like they will, then they can do that. You know, you guys can get together and reveal more of yourselves to each other. I replay everything that happened in my mind. So something did happen in this relationship, and whatever that is, this person is thinking about that, and they miss the good old days, the times that the two of you have shared, whenever you were together and it was sweet between the two of you, whenever there was romance. This person replays a lot of that in their mind as well. Do you miss us the way I do, and you drive me crazy? So this person is missing you. You do drive them nuts. You drive them crazy. I feel like in good ways and bad. That's what they're saying. Okay, we've got Slice in front of me, I insist. Slice in front of me, I insist. Oh, cut in front of me? Okay. So in other words, they're in line at the little cookie buffet, and this person is like putting this person ahead of them, right? It's like, go ahead, like cut me in line, go ahead, like I'll put you first, I guess is what's being said there. Then at the bottom we've got being, seeking, being. I enjoy tender narrative. So this person could be watching like rom-coms or romantic movies, or whenever they see a scene in a movie or a show that is romantic or deals with loss, then it makes them tear up, it makes them feel sad, it makes them feel some kind of way, okay? Because they miss you. Bottom line, this person is seeking you. They're seeking someone, right? Someone that they can show up as the King of Pentacles for. They're seeking you. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck again, we've got, where is your pain? In my emotions, right? So it might seem like, you know, what is wrong with this person? Their friends or family might be like, why are they sick? No, they're heart sick. That's what's wrong with them. So, oh, I kind of feel bad for your person. Let's see. What else we've got? I think one turned over. Twin flame recognition. You know the soul that mirrors your own. So for some of you, this is a twin flame relationship or a higher level soulmate relationship, and you feel that way with the high priestess energy, that it's special, it's otherworldly. There's something more to this connection than your typical everyday connection. Like, it feels more in depth to you than that. It feels special. There's something about it that, you know, feels more substantial. It feels better to you than just like your, like I said, everyday average connection. And group 2, I'm going to get you another card that I did not get for group 1. Getting spoiled today. Group 2, getting extra cards. And then I'm going to go on to group 3. Oh, I wanted to get you guys an outcome card. I'm just going to keep saying that. Oh, I wanted to get you an outcome card. One more message from this person. What do they really want to know? Final note from this person. What do they really want the viewer to know? Not only are you the best lover I've ever had, I think you're the best cuddle buddy too. So this person loves being close to you. They love you. And they love the physical touch between the two of you. You make them very excited. They're very attracted to you. You're the best cuddle buddy that they've ever had. And so this person's still into you. So what is the outcome card? The big message from Spirit that Spirit wants the viewer to know regarding this reading. Three of Wands, and Three of Wands came out earlier. Got the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So an emotional new beginning, and the Three of Wands, like I said before, is about stability. So this is the takeaway, is that this is going to happen in the future, so it's not going to happen right away. This person is looking to the future. They see you in their future. It feels more like this person already knows that you're the one that they want in their future. It's not like this person's trying to, this person is trying to figure out some things. We've already established that. And I think that this person thinks that you have options. Perhaps they have options as well. But, yeah. The bottom line is that this person, though, does feel like there's something to be had here between the two of you. Like there's more to come, basically, is what's coming through with this. So that's what I've got for you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. Please hit that like button and subscribe. It does support the channel and keep it going. We're going to move on to group 3. Stick around for group 3 if you feel guided to. And I'll talk to you next time. Alright, group 3, thanks for tuning into your reading. I hope you guys are doing well. So if you chose the Rhodonite, this is your reading. Go ahead and think about your person of interest if you have one. I'm going to go ahead and pull a song card for you guys. So if you have a person of interest, think about them. Any questions that you might have, think about those. Focus on it, and I'm going to use the randomizer to come up with the song that's going to represent or be helpful to this reading. So for group 3, what is the song that group 3 needs to hear for this reading? We got number 22. Somebody could be 22 years old, born on the 22nd of a month. 2 or 4 could be important to you guys in some way, shape, or form. Let's see. Excuse me, we've got Post Malone. So take a screenshot, look up the song, could have additional messages for you. I'll read a little bit from the song. It's basically about we couldn't turn it around till we were upside down. I'll be the bad guy now, but no, I ain't too proud. I couldn't be there even when I tried. You don't believe it. We do this every time. Seasons change, and our love went cold. Feed the flame because we can't let go. Run away, but we're running in circles. Run away. I dare you to do something. I'm waiting on you again, so I don't take the blame. Run away, but we're running in circles. So this is about, obviously, a relationship that's had its ups and downs. It could be on again, off again. It's like you guys can't stay away from each other regardless of the issues, and that's what's coming through. It's like this person feels very attracted to you. There's a flame that exists between the two of you. This person, if you are in separation, they're wanting you to do something. They're waiting on you. They feel like they're waiting on you. This person could run away so that they don't take the blame, like they don't want to take accountability, but at the same time they can't stay away. They do feel like they're the bad guy, or you see them that way, or the bad girl, you see them that way. But they're saying that they're not too proud, but they're contradicting themselves because at the same time they admit that they run away in order to avoid blame. So maybe they feel like they're being blamed unjustly. Only you will know if that's true or not. In some regard, they might feel like they're being blamed unjustly. They just don't want to be the recipient of blame. And they feel like they have tried, but you don't believe them when they try. So there's a lot going on here to unpack. Let's see what the cards have to say. We're going to use my emotional barometer deck. So how does this person feel about group 3? What does group 3 need to know about how this person feels? Solitary. They feel alone. They feel solitary. Maybe they're spending a lot of time alone. This is what maybe that makes this person run away, because this is somebody that gets wore out. They could be an introvert, or if they are in intense situations, then they need a lot of time away from that to recharge. That could be talking about you and the relationship. It says it can be deeply awkward to have to explain how much at certain points we need to be alone. So, maybe this person's making excuses. Maybe they're saying it's work related and that's the reason why they can't be with you as much as you want them to, or they can't show up as much. But really there's just this desire to be alone. This person wants to be alone. They feel like they have to be alone in order to find themselves again. I'm getting that quote from Greta Garbo. That's basically, she was known for saying, "I want to be alone." She was a hermit. She was a Virgo. Virgo, hermit, same thing in tarot. She was a Virgo, and she is known for saying that she wants to be alone. So there's obviously, something to tarot and astrology, because I mean that's such a thing. Like archetypically, that the hermit would say, "I want to be alone," and that's what she said. And so that could be who you're dealing with. But regardless of the sign, this person definitely needs their time to be alone, even if they seem like they're very gregarious, outgoing, social. They lose themselves when they don't spend enough time alone. They might feel like they can't keep up with life, or they can't keep up with the relationship. Like it just keeps going around in circles. This could be just a highly sensitive person that outside stimuli is overwhelming for them. They could be on the spectrum, don't have to be. They could be just, people are different in terms of how they take in the world, and this is somebody that feels like they become overwhelmed fairly easily compared to some other people. And this is somebody that picks up on everything as well. And if you're very observant and you pick up on a lot of things, then you're noticing like when people are being passive aggressive, you're noticing when an undertone, somebody's voice changes, you're noticing micro expressions on people's faces. You become very good at reading like everything. And so that is kind of overwhelming. You turn into kind of like a computer instead of a person, and that wears you out faster than those who are not like that. So you see a lot more, but at the same time you pay a price for that. It's kind of like with intuitive people as well. So, they're afraid that they're going to be in the wrong if they explain that. They don't know how to explain that. And if this person doesn't get that alone time, that time to be solitary, then they are not a very good partner or a very good friend. So it's really essential that this person gets that solitary alone time, just to be healthy and just to be a good person. Like you wouldn't want this person in your life otherwise, because they wouldn't show up for you very well if that's the case. Maybe that's the reason why, some of the reason why, that there have been issues in this connection. Or that maybe you have had to deal with this person when they haven't had enough time to recharge their batteries. Not saying that that's your fault, but maybe that's just how things have played out. Like this person hasn't had enough time to find themselves, and to do that, to touch base with themselves, they need to be alone. And if life is too hectic or demanding on them, and they're trying to do life and date at the same time, sometimes, the ones that we're closest to are the ones that have to, endure the backlash of us not being able to take care of ourselves properly in the ways that are specific to us. Okay, so let's do a 5-card spread and see how this person feels about you. Just kind of an overall glance at the situation here. Yep. Got the 8 of Wands. So you might be hectic and busy yourself. Lots going on. 8 of Wands. You could be sucked up in a whirlwind type situation, whether in romance, or this relationship could be or could have been like a whirlwind romance. Eight of Wands is about going fast, okay? And it's also about communication. So maybe like you very quickly, you're just like really dead set on and wanting to communicate with this person, to take action towards them, or for them to do that toward you. What is the situation between these two? Got the Three of Pentacles. So in some way you could work together, whether that's school or work or some other practical sort of relationship where you guys are building together. It does speak of having a foundation, though, in general, regardless of how that looks. Some kind of a foundation that exists between the two of you that you can build upon. It also talks about people being, you know, different but complementary at the same time. And it does feel like there have been mutual efforts, whether you agree or not. I feel like if this is your reading, then you know and can admit that this person has put an effort towards this connection. For a lot of you, that is absolutely the case with the Three of Pentacles here, saying that I mean, for there to be a strong foundation, then mutual efforts have been put into this connection. Okay? There could too be like a need for a mediator, or some sort of, maybe there is a third party. I'm not getting like necessarily a romantic third party unless you know otherwise. I feel like it's more that some mediation, some guidance is needed on this connection. Like I know some people that are in relationships, basically. Yeah, they are in relationships. Actually, they're both married, but they still live together, like two couples in the same house. And that's not the only situation like that I know of. Another relationship where the couple lived with family members, and it was their choice or whatever. It was their choice to do that. And the reason why that they did that, from my perspective, was because they needed a buffer. They needed guidance. They needed like some sort of outside interference. They needed some sort of third party to help them to get along, to mediate. Not like you know, people are stepping in and being the counselor, but maybe, you know, just somebody else to talk to in the house besides their partner. They needed some sort of a cushion between them and their partner. That's how I always kind of look at it. Like, it takes a village to raise a child. Sometimes it takes a village to progress and keep a relationship healthy. You know, that's kind of how it feels like. And that'll resonate for some of you that, you know, that is happening, but it does feel like there's some sort of interference, not in a negative way necessarily, but there's another energy at play in the relationship that feels like it's needed or has been there to guide the relationship in the direction that it's gone. It's had an impact or an influence on it. And the relationship itself, it feels fairly healthy. And earth energy is nurturing, it's grounded, so there is a certain groundedness to this relationship, even though you know, challenges arise in like any relationship. It does feel fairly grounded, fairly healthy. This is also the energy of like, if you are in a marriage or relationship, that one or both of you would attend counseling, that kind of thing, or ask for advice from people that you trust to help the relationship along. Like, this is about working together as a group as well. You know, even if you are a couple, it's like I said, having other people around that you can go to, talk to help guide the relationship or have some sort of impact on the relationship. So what's interesting is that makes sense with that Solitary card, that if this is the scenario where there are other people involved or other influences involved or impacting the relationship, even though that it's helped the relationship in some ways to grow and things, that this other person, whoever the Post Malone Circles song is really referring to, it would make sense that that person would need to get away from that, right? So like the two couples that live together in the same roof, I imagine, like, for me, if I could never live in that kind of a situation, I would definitely need to get away from that. I'd need my space to process and reflect on what I really think and on what I really feel, you know, that kind of a thing. So if you really have a close-knit family or community around the relationship or impacting the relationship, then I can see why somebody would need to get away from that from time to time. Okay? So just, yeah. Yeah, so anything else with this card here? It does feel like some of you have shared assets with this person. Home, children, other responsibilities perhaps. Especially, you know, if this is an ex, you could be still dealing with somebody that, you know, you have some shared assets with. That could be the case either way. And It feels like even if this relationship were to end, there would still be reasons that you would need to work together or deal with each other. That's what it feels like. Yeah. So in that case, I guess the guidance would just be, you know, respect and open communication to help keep things, you know, copacetic or okay within the situation. How does this person feel about the viewer? Got the Eight of Pentacles. There's that work energy again. Work energy again. It does feel like you guys either work with this person or share responsibilities. Either way, work is important to this person. It's on their mind with the Eight of Pentacles. This is also somebody that's very focused on the situation. This person is focused on, like, they know that you have high standards. That's what it feels like. Maybe you've walked away from this person because they weren't meeting your standards. This card is talking about this person feeling like putting in the effort to meet your standards now. And they fully feel like it's going to be work, that they're going to have to focus and dedicate themselves to it. And that's something that they're really going to have to do. So they're coming across in this energy of wanting to do that, you know, for you and for the relationship, to really work on the relationship. And I think that's sweet. I think that's admirable. Even though this person does tend to come across as solitary, maybe some would even say selfish, when it comes to relationship, especially, again, if somebody walked away or was disillusioned, if there was been a major sort of change in the relationship, kind of creating distance, this person now wants to put in the work on it. And there's a pretty good level of determination that this person has to show you, you know, through their actions, that they still find potential in this relationship and they still want it to grow and they still want it to thrive. This is especially true if this is a newer connection and if it is like a relationship, like if you're together. Either way, this person does have high standards, you know, for themselves, and that's why this person wants to take the space necessary to be their best self so they can show up the best for you, okay? Because they know that they don't show up very good otherwise, you know? They can be surly, they can be a lot to deal with, they can be quite intense. I think this is an intense individual anyway, but they want to, you know, do their part, and they have to do what they need to do their part to the extent that they can. Like, they have high standards for themselves. So they really want to show up and put their best foot forward. And they are proud of whatever you've accomplished together so far as a couple. They do want to move the relationship to the next level regardless of where it's at. And so even if this is somebody from your past, they are still determined to make it work. The Eight of Pentacles is one of the sweetest cards and the most romantic cards of the Pentacles suit. And I've said that before, and I'll say it again because it's about putting in the actual effort. It's about dedicating yourself and devoting yourself to the relationship, and taking pride in that, taking pride in the efforts that you put into the relationship, which, you know, a lot of times that effort seems to be missing. But for this person, they show up as feeling like they know that they have made mistakes, you know, in their past, and they feel like they are putting in the work to better themselves, and they just hope that you will be able to see that. Okay, so how else does this person feel about group 3? Got the Hanged One. So that's about psychic realization and making sacrifices. So this person may feel like they really have to sacrifice something, sacrifice themselves, sacrifice a part of themselves in order to you know, chart the best path forward for the connection, in order for this to move forward. So it does look like they feel like there is some sort of realization that they're having as a result of the sacrifices that they're making. Whether you're seeing these sacrifices or not, this is how this person is feeling. They also are not in a rush to take their time. The Hanged One and the Pentacles both speak of slow-moving energy. So they might, like, especially if this is a really new connection, might not be ready to really, I don't know. For some of you, maybe you've known this person a while and they haven't yet taken the plunge to start a new relationship with you. That's because they're slow moving. It doesn't mean that they don't want to. I feel like in that case, you know, this person does really like you, but they feel like now is not maybe the right time for them. They're focusing on work or things like that. That's going to be for a minority of you, because for others of you, I really feel like this person is already making sacrifices towards this connection. They could feel like you know, a change was needed. And so whatever changes have occurred have helped this person to sort of wake up to the long-term potential of this connection, even if they are in stagnation or it's been in stagnation. I don't feel like it's been in stagnation with the Three of Pentacles. I feel like there has been interaction here. But just know that this person is a deep thinker, and they do spend time reflecting on, you know, what they can do differently and how to keep things moving and going forward. Like, not to get stuck in a comfort zone, but to keep things growing and moving forward and getting better and improving. So this person really wants to think about, and does think about, you know, how to make things better, you know, for the two of you. And again, I think that is quite nice. Yeah, so even if this is somebody that has placed other things ahead of you and all of that, you know, if they put you on the back burner, it does feel like this person is starting to surrender to the relationship. Like, to surrender to their feelings is what I'm getting. They're surrendering to their feelings, and as a result, you know, result of that, they can't fight off their feelings anymore. I can't fight these feelings anymore. I've forgotten what I started fighting for. That's some lyrics. So, I mean, it depends on the case, but if this is like an ex or somebody, it does look good for a reconciliation, if that's what you want, which with the Eight of Wands, it looks like you do. So, let's get some message cards, and if this is resonating, please hit that like button and subscribe. It does support the channel. I do appreciate it. Thanks to those of you who have donated to the channel. That's also very helpful. I have intention candles in my Etsy shop, linked down below. So any of the messages that come out can be printed on your custom intention candle to help you to manifest the version of your person who is right for you, the version that you want, okay? With that being said, we're going to go ahead and see how else this person feels about you. Ooh. We've got, you deserve love, you are lovable. So this person is determined to show you that you deserve love. You are lovable. They're willing to put in the effort on the connection, in the relationship, to show you, you know, to shoot Cupid's arrow in your direction, to make you fall in love with them or fall in love with them again. They want to show you that. At the bottom of the deck, we have, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So they feel like you could be the one. They feel like you've already met the romantic partner that you seek. If this person made you feel like unloved, we got unrequited and let go of control issues that kind of try to pop out, I feel like it's because this person had control issues, and that's what they're working on. They have difficulty, somebody had difficulty allowing the relationship to unfold naturally, and as a result of that, it took a toll on the relationship and made it feel like it was a bad fit. Okay? But now this person is like, regardless of how things may have seemed or do seem, that you deserve love, they know that. And at the same time, they still feel like you are the romantic partner that they're seeking. Like, they're realizing, surrendering to their feelings, seeing things differently in that case. So we'll leave those there and get some messages. How does this person feel about group 3? What does group 3 need to know about how this person feels? I'm ecstatic about this new love I met. And guess who? It's you. You still make my heart flutter. Okay? So you could be a new love, but it looks like this isn't a new connection, so this person is just assuring you that, you know, you still make their heart skip a beat. Like, they still feel you, okay? Like, you're still the one for them, basically. And they feel like they're having an emotional new beginning with you. An awakening to their feelings. Got winky face, so the flirtatious winky face coming out. I can see us growing old together. You already feel so familiar to me. So you already feel familiar to this person. That's Ten of Pentacles energy, more earth sign energy. They can really see, you know, having it all with you. Financial, material success, as well as a committed relationship. They're at the Eight of Pentacles level. So they feel like they're really working towards this Ten of Pentacles. The relationship itself is at a Three of Pentacles or a Three of Pentacles level. So like where it actually is a bit beneath the Ten of Pentacles, but you're like working towards that. And then we've got, you are my sanctuary. When we're together, I feel safe and carefree. Air sign energy there. So feeling like, you know, that's what they like about you, that you make them feel safe and carefree, that you are like a calm in the storm. Like even though this person gets overwhelmed quite easily and needs their, you know, solitary time, their time away, to be alone, that, you know, at least with you, they feel, you know, that you can be included in that, basically. And they don't feel that way about everyone. We've got love language, physical touch. A tender touch can mean so much. So that's one of their love languages. And so the physicality and the attraction is special between the two of you. And we've got love language affirmations. Loving words hold great power. So also love language affirmation. So one or both of you have those love languages. And somebody did a really neat thing online that I saw recently, and I didn't memorize it, and I wish that I would have, which they broke down like, I think it was people's moon, Venus, and Mars into two categories. So like air, moon, Venus, Mars versus like water, moon, Venus, Mars versus Earth, you know, you get the point. And assigned each of those groups to a love language. And I'm trying to remember which love language is which, but not sure. I think it's pretty obvious that physical touch would fall into the category of fire sign. So maybe somebody's moon, Mars, Venus is in fire. And then love language affirmations is, I think, air sign. So air sign, moon, Venus, Mars. So that could be applicable to someone to help the reading resonate more for them. And we'll get some more messages from this person. I think some of you say the right thing to this person, or the way that you communicate with this person is very passionate. Some of you could actually be pretty good at, you know, be good at flirting, or what do you call it, pillow talk, that kind of thing. Or this person likes the way that you communicate them. You could have been very affirmative towards this person, or that's your love language, and this person maybe needs to be a little bit more affirming of you. I want a new beginning. It's always been you. Okay, let's get another message over here. This person is saying, group 3, that they want a new beginning, and it's always been you. Well, this person is seeing things differently. This brave being discovered small creatures. So a news report showing a being who discovered small creatures, aka kitty cats. So maybe you guys are going to be fur parents. You are fur parents. I feel like this person has discovered, you know, their sweet side and how sweet they are on you. They're making realizations regarding their feelings and their more tender feelings, okay? It's like news report, news flash, you know? That's the sudden realization that they're having, okay? And it doesn't necessarily have to be sudden. You know, the Hanged Man talks about, you know, that breakthroughs cannot be forced. They have to happen when their time is right. So this could be something that has been coming on to this person for a long time. But it's finally starting to get through to them. We got perish, dun dun dun. So, maybe it took the relationship ending or getting sick, having troubles, or the threat of it ending for this person to have a realization here. And maybe somebody's just bad at keeping plants, okay? But this person is excuse me, very dedicated with the Ace of Pentacles to watch this relationship grow and thrive. And I talked about growing and thriving, and so that goes along with that plant as an example. You know, you have to put in the effort. You have to figure out how to keep that plant alive by giving it the time, attention that it needs in order for it to thrive. It's not going to take care of itself. You need to attend to it, right? So that's coming through. And let's get your outcome card, group 3. Big message from Spirit, where this is going or what you need to know here. And I did just realize that in group 2, I didn't get them these big message cards. I did get them a couple of different cards that I didn't get for groups 1 and 3. So I'm going to get you the message cards. These cards were a fan favorite back in the day when I used to do messages from your person reading on the regular. So check out the playlist link down below titled Messages from Your Person if you want more readings like this. But let's see what else this person says and how they feel towards the viewer. I'm trying to keep busy to keep from thinking about you. So for a subset of you guys watching, your person is actually in that 8 of Pentacles energy because they're trying to keep busy to keep from thinking about you. But the truth is they can't not think about you. It's more like this person feels you than anything. I know it's hard, but be patient with me so they know that, you know, they require patience. That the way they are is hard on you. And it requires patience. They're asking for you, you know, to give them that. It's up to you, obviously, if you want to or not. I'm leaning on my friends to get me through this difficult time. So there's that 3 of Pentacles energy, outside interference, or just like people around the situation having an influence or effect on it. And like they said, like they're getting advice. I said that before. So now we're getting validation of that. You know, this person is leaning on their friends to get them through a difficult time. Whatever that difficult time is in the connection, missing you, being apart from you. They really think the world of you, have very positive feelings for you, feel a lot of attraction and passion, and that you're the one that they can have a happy home with. But if you guys aren't experiencing that, or even if you are, you know, they do have friends that they rely on and can rely on to help them with their difficult times. So, outcome card. Nine of Pentacles. I do see a new start, recovery, forgiveness, moving on from the past. So whatever that moving on means, you know, the end result of it will be happiness. So if moving on from this person will bring you happiness, that's what you're going to do. If moving on together as a couple will bring you happiness, that's what you're going to do, okay? I do see that here. The thing is, with the 9 of Pentacles, it talks about people being comfortable and abundant, but still having a lot of independence, okay? So this is about, you know, luxury, security, and, you know, that's great. That is, but it does show just like an individual on the card. So I think this person's still going to take, you know, their alone time, and at times you're going to be separated from them in that. Okay, this person or someone, maybe it's you as well. Somebody here needs emotional space and comfort, and then that comfort and security means that they hold people at arm's length, maybe for self-protection, or yeah, it feels like it's for self-protection. Okay, so this person coming across in a lot of Pentacles energy. Pentacles isn't necessarily the most, you know, emotionally deep of the elements, unless there's something in their chart to indicate otherwise. At least for now, they're coming across as, you know, really keeping those deeper emotions at bay, if they have them at all. Now, not to say that this person doesn't feel like deeply towards you, okay? They might, but deep for this person would be like different than deep for another person, like say somebody with heavy water in their chart, or heavy fire. You come across as a fire sign. So you guys aren't exactly on the same page with regard to that necessarily. I don't know. If you get what I'm trying to say here, this person's very attractive. I mean, this card represents like deep dating experiences, not deep dating, but nice dating experiences, and all the like traditional trappings of romance. Like, it has to do with like holding the car door open for you, taking you to a nice restaurant, bringing you flowers, the traditional things, but not necessarily like a really soulful connection. And some people need to know that there is a difference. Okay, there is a difference between, you know, romantic gestures and a soulful connection. Okay, I don't know why I feel like I need to say that. There's a lot of good with this card, but it feels a little bit like it's just focusing on, you know, superficialities and fun and little nice adventures together, but maybe not necessarily very deep romantic connecting. Okay, and that might be just fine and just what you need right now, and that might be just where the relationship is at right now, or for the near future. So just be prepared for that. Now what comes after that, I think it gets a little more emotionally connected after that, or makes you feel happy. Yeah, I just opened up on the Lovers, but don't get ahead of yourself, and know that some kind of like emotional distance will continue to exist between the two of you, even if you are dating regularly and having a nice time in other ways. Okay, at least for the time being. This is what we've got for you, group 3. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Please hit that like button and subscribe. Check out my Etsy shop down below if you would like affirmation candles and or get a private reading from me. Those are all wonderful ways to exchange energy with this channel and to show that you support it. Okay, that's what I got for you. Thanks for tuning in. I'll talk to you next time.